Welcome to my 5th seminar on agility. With this seminar I'm looking at the figure of 8 run, which I've used as an objective measure really with athletes at work. So the figure of 8 run consists of both a left and right cutting movement and sort of curved run or bend run. So the cutting movement is more a sort of step around, and then the curved run is more of a continuous bended run. So here's my first attempt. And when I sort of played this back in particularly slow-mo and went through it, I found many different areas that I thought there was room for improvement. So the first one really looking at was the way I accelerated. As you can see, midway between the longest part of the run, I'm quite upright and quite a flat-footed contact. As I progressed around the first sort of cutting movement into the bended run, I could see that my footwork almost got a bit in my way a little bit. I was turning on that inside leg, so I felt having my outside foot, so have my foot on the outside would be a bit more of an advantage. And as you see on the longer part of the straight here, as I turn, I have my foot on the inside again, and I'm turning round it. So I think that outside foot could be a lot more round the cone to save me having to stand over it. As I continue on the right hand bend and then through the finish. So I came up with a bit of an improvement strategy, and this really led me to kind of try and create more constraints to my run. So initially I just made the figure of 8 smaller. So this allowed me to go at like a sub-maximal pace and try and focus on getting my footwork right really. So as you can see here, I'm kind of looking to stride out a little bit more and try and look ahead and get my foot placement better. Certainly more outside the cone, as we see here. As I turn off my left foot, it's a lot more outside the cone, which gives me more freedom to turn. So running the tighter angles allowed me a bit more scope to focus on footwork and try to improve my skill with the run. So I felt that was quite successful, so I made the figure of 8 much smaller again, and the focus here really was footwork and to be quicker with my footwork and to sort of scan ahead and see what was required of my footwork to get myself into a better pattern. And with that, and with more confidence, I just increased the pace a bit more, with the idea always being I'm looking ahead and trying to get my footwork better positioned. And with this smaller figure of 8 here, I felt that I was able to increase my speed a lot more, and I think I look more confident in approaching both the bends and the cuts. So with that, I was ready to have another stab at it, and here was my improved attempt. So in the short space of time that I had to try and work towards this, I felt I did make quite a good improvement. And in the slow-mos here, I think that acceleration phase in the longer straight, I'm much more forwards tilted in my approach, a bit more aggressive, and you can see there's much more of a forefoot contact. I think my footwork up to the first right hand bend was good, and here I think I lose it a little bit. I'm turning on my inside leg, which wasn't the plan, but I think I was going a lot faster, so I think keeping my footwork good was a challenge. But here on this outside corner, I get my outside foot much more further around the cone, which allows me a bit more freedom to kind of cut off into that final left hand cut and then through for the finish. So overall interesting to review it, and I felt I was able to improve it. Thanks for watching.